So, no. Creepy.
It happened 3 years ago. On Saturday afternoon, I was hanging out with my friends, Austin, Vincent, Charlie, and Bobby, while my parents were gone for the weekend. We were playing Battlefield 1 at Austin's house, chilling and having a good time.
Okay, tell me why there's two sets of windows. You got one that has curtains and the other one that don't have curtains. What's up with that? What's up? What's up? What's up?
A couple of hours later, we got bored and had nothing to do. So we went for a walk on the boardwalk, talking about what our plans are going to be for the summer. Vincent said he'll be going to Los Angeles with his family for a month, and Charlie will be in Arizona for 2 weeks. For Bobby, he'll be in London for a month, and I was going to Ocean City for a week. After we had a small chat, Austin asked me if we could go to the abandoned hospital around here. Being frightened, I was thinking that it wouldn't be a good idea to go there. However, I didn't want them to think of me as a chicken, so I agreed and...
Oh my God, you really just said that. I cannot be him. He could not be me in that situation like that. Hell nah. Nope. Sometimes it's okay to be a little chicken. Or it's okay to be a big chicken. Or it's okay to be scared shitless if it means not getting yourself clucked up. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? In that situation, if I was in his situation, and my friend said, we should go check out that abandoned hospital, I'm saying, all right, cool. You got it. And I'm just turning around, going right back to my house.
Decided to go there. And so did my friends. The outside was getting dark. We got into my truck and drove almost an hour to reach that destination.
Wow.
When we finally got there, I parked my truck right just next to the entrance, in case anything happens while we're checking out the hospital. We slowly got inside the hospital. The hallways and other rooms were empty. At first, I thought it was a little bit creepy and chilly inside. About 20 minutes later, walking around, we suddenly heard something that made our hearts drop. It was the sound of a girl screaming, saying, "Help! Somebody help me!"
Hell no.
Then I heard some guy saying, "Shut your mouth," with a rough voice. We decided to follow the sound.
Oh my God.
When we went all the way up the stairs and got there, the dim light was coming from the room. I told my friends not to move a muscle while I was slowly approaching and peeking through the room.
Why do we have people like this in this world? Why do we have cluckies in this world? People that are born with a cluck gene. Why? There should be a whole separate world for people like that. You know what I mean? Like there's people in this world that don't have the cluck gene and that are not a clucky. But then you have people that are a clucky and that do have the cluck gene that live in one world. They need to be separate, please. Please. That's all I'm saying. Is that too much? Is that too hard is that too much to ask for?
And what I saw was just unbelievable. A girl was taped around her legs, arms behind her back, and even her mouth now.
Jesus.
I quietly told my friends to come to the room. I didn't see the other guy, so we quickly approached her, releasing the tape around her. "Thank you, guys," she said. "What's your name and what happened?" I asked her.
It's a
she
setup.
replied, "My name is Hannah. I was kidnapped by a man 3 weeks ago while I was coming home from college." Then I asked again, "What does he look like?" I think he's mid-40s. He has black hair and he's chubby looking. She replied back, and after she gave me the details, we decided to help her escape and get back to my truck. However, we saw a movement suddenly coming from the stairway with the lighting candle. Fortunately, we found an empty dark room at that moment and hid there. And not long after, I could see a figure wearing a flannel shirt, jeans, boots, and came into the room. He was holding a big machete. I was positive that creepy man was the one Hannah was talking about. After the man passed the room where we were hiding, we got out of the room quietly without making a sound as possible as we could. We were about to get to the exit. All of a sudden, a loud scream was heard from upstairs. "You! Where the heck are you? I'm going to kill you." My heart pounded so hard. We had no choice but just to make a run toward my truck as soon as possible. All of my friends jumped in the back of my truck, and then I quickly started the engine. As I started the engine, Austin gave a big shriek. "Holy shit, Matt, get the heck out of here right now!" I then looked behind us, and there he was. The guy was chasing after us with his big machete in his hand, and I quickly drove off. While one of my friends called the police, we pulled up at the gas station waiting for the cops to show up. They arrived in about 10 minutes. We told them exactly what happened tonight, and after we informed them where the hospital was, they went over to investigate the case. They eventually caught the man soon. He was taken into custody and after that got charged with kidnapping and attempted murder. After the police took him away, they told us they'd been searching for this man for 5 years.
5
They
years?
also told us that
Really?
he had prior convictions from the past of raping women and other kidnapping
God,
charges.
Damn.
And
Jesus.
the poor Hannah. The ambulance took her to the hospital, and then we all came back to our house. After that day, we decided to never go to such places like that again.
Oh, man,
I
don't know
still
why you did it in
can't
the
stop
first place.
thinking about what would have happened if we failed to escape. Also, what would have happened to Hannah if we didn't show up? We all might be dead. I will never
Might?
forget that night.
Mike, y'all most definitely would have got clucked up tenfold, double fold, triple fold, quadruple fold, single fold. I don't, you know what I mean? It's funny because like with Spanish, like when I took like 4 years of Spanish in high school, and I gotta be honest, I mean I passed like with flying colors, but like now, I mean I know like the basics of Spanish, but like I don't know, I can't actually like hold a conversation in that jump. But this is kind of hard for me to say. Some of y'all may not want to hear this, but it needs to be said. 2 things could have went down today or in this video. 1, the guys could have just left well enough alone. They could have just stayed in the house, went to sleep, you know what I mean, watched a movie or whatever. Right? Did a number of things to keep them active, productive, in their own home. Oh, wow. In their own home, right, where they're safe at. And then they would have never came across that girl or that hospital. Or the other thing could have been, they could have got clucked up. They didn't, but they could have. They came real close. And why does it seem like always, more often than not, when you find yourself in a clucked up situation, right, that if you're running away from something or somebody and you look back, it's even more scary. You're looking back. Why? Jesus. Just don't look back. Keep looking forward. Keep looking forward. That's all I gotta say about that. I'll put that on, like, yeah. But, I mean, like, if I was in their shoes, like the guys' shoes, man, I would have just stayed in the house. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that, like, I would be outside and I heard, a female in trouble and I still didn't do nothing. I'm not saying that. Kind of. But I'm not saying that at all. But if I'm in the comfort of my own home, right? And I hear somebody that needs help, or it sounds like some it's like cluckness is going on, the chances of me staying inside, it's pretty high up there. I gotta be honest with you. But yeah, keep it cool. Let me know what y'all would have done in this situation below in the comment section below. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family.